opposing team ready? Good, then let's begin. Quote, "There's a simple way to solve the crime problem. Obey the law, punish those who do not." End quote. Rush Limbaugh. Source, The Rush Limbaugh Show, February 18, 1994, the second undeniable truths of life. I, Brooke Dunlap, and my partner, Skyla Ames, are against the resolution that the usage of the death penalty should be abolished. Observation 1, definitions. The negative team accepts the affirmative team's definitions. Let's go on to our next observation. Observation 2, harms. Harm 1. The affirmative team stated that innocent people are killed by the death penalty. However, the negative team has evidence to refute that argument. Innocent people are hardly ever killed by the death penalty. Quote, "Since 1973, at least 200 people have been exonerated from death row in the U.S. A 2014 study estimated that at least 4% of those sentenced to death are innocent." End quote. Source, innocenceproject.org. Summary, only 8 people have been innocent since 1973. Harm 2. The affirmative team stated that the death penalty is more expensive than other punishments. However, we, the negative team, state that the long-term expenses are worth it. The cost of the death penalty shouldn't matter when it comes to justice. Quote, "Yes, the death penalty costs money, just like any other criminal justice sanction, but these are expenses that protect innocence, hold society's most vicious criminals accountable, and are legitimate functions of federal and state governments." End quote. Source, heritage.org. Summary, the death penalty expenses provide many benefits. Harm 3. The affirmative team stated that the death penalty does not deter crime. However, the negative team has a harm to counteract it. The death penalty does deter crime. Quote, "Society has always used punishment to discourage would-be criminals from unlawful action. Since society has the highest interest in preventing murder, it should use the strongest punishment available to deter murder, and that is the death penalty. If murderers are sentenced to death and executed, potential murderers will think twice before killing for fear of losing their own life." End quote. Source, deathpenaltyinfo.org. Summary, the death penalty deters future murders due to its severity. Observation 3, the plan. The negative team accepts the funding, agency, and enforcement. However, we do not accept the mandate as life imprisonment is expensive. Quote, "Recently, the Prison Policy Initiative took up the challenge to quantify the real total cost of imprisonment in the U.S. It concluded that while public corrections agencies reported a total budget of $80.7 billion for the year 2017, the actual total cost of imprisonment in the country amounted to $182 billion a year." End quote. Source, penalreform.org. Summary, billions of dollars are spent every year on life imprisonment, which is more money than the death penalty executions. Moving forward to the fourth observation. Observation 4, advantages. Advantage 1. With the death penalty being implemented, citizens will be safer. Quote, "There's monsters out there that need to be gotten rid of, that need to be put down like the dogs they are. There is no excuse for it." End quote. William Long, father of Jennifer Long, who was killed by Wesley Perkey. Source, deathpenaltyinfo.org. Summary, Jennifer Long, a 16-year-old girl, was brutally murdered in 1998. The family was absolutely devastated when she was killed. When he was put on death row, the family felt satisfied and comforted that her murder was going to be killed in 2020. Advantage 2. It'll be worth spending the money. Quote, "The death penalty has rightfully been used for heinous crimes, murder, and treason throughout our nation's history." End quote. Source, newsweek.com. Summary, the death penalty is executed correctly for justified reasons, which should give taxpayers relief about where their money is going. Advantage 3. Less crimes will be committed with the death penalty in place. Quote, "In 1973, Isaac Ehrlich employed a new kind of analysis which produced results showing that for every inmate who was executed, 7 lives were spared because others were deterred from committing murder." End quote. Source, deathpenaltyinfo.org. Summary, lives are saved because of the death penalty. Observation 5, conclusion. Today, we have responded to the affirmative's problems. Harm 1, innocent people are hardly ever killed by the death penalty. Harm 2, the cost of the death penalty shouldn't matter when it comes to justice. And Harm 3, the death penalty does deter crime. We've refuted their mandate, and the reputation to the mandate was life imprisonment is too expensive. We have not only challenged the affirmative team's problems, but have also provided benefits to our case. Advantage 1, with the death penalty implemented, citizens will be safer. Advantage 2, it'll be worth spending the money. And Advantage 3, less crimes will be committed with the death penalty in place. It is because we believe Congress should keep the death penalty to produce these benefits that we deny this resolution. Therefore, I, Brooke Dunlap, and my partner, Skylar Ames, urge the judges to vote against the resolution. Thank you for your time. I now stand ready for cross-examination.